Hey y'all, welcome back. This is your girl Ari B. You can follow me on Instagram at underscore Ari B, and that's Ari with two eyes.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Honey Foreign. You can follow me on Instagram at honey_foreign. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Honey Bee
Podcast. Hey.
So we've been dibbling and dabbling in the whole little Frizz and Omarion concept. Ari actually came to me and was like, "Did you know he apologized?" And I was like, "What? No. Let me hear it."
We gotta talk about this.
Yeah, we really gotta talk about it because when is it too far?
Yes.
And I feel like Frizz went a little bit too far. We went a little too far. Okay. So before we get into the apology, let's just recap back from Love and Hip Hop
when he was talking his talk and didn't give a fuck about no consequences or nothing.
Yeah, that part. Let's go back to that, y'all. Let's listen to the clip, okay?
You know,
April Jones.
yes.
Will you be
Drew.
my girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
I'm sure people will have their opinions about me trying to make this relationship official after the tour, but it is what it is. You know, timing is everything, and I can care less what people have to say. Love is love. To me, no matter how much backlash I get, I just don't care. At the end of the day, man, the energy has always felt really genuine. I feel like I'm at home.
Really?
It's real
On top
genuine.
of all of that, you're beautiful. You're very intelligent.
Are you footieing me under the table?
I mean, that was you. You was playing footsies
Ooh,
first. I'm just saying.
Okay,
you rubbing
so-
them pretty ass feet on my leg.
Are y'all hearing this?
You leaning in like you want something?
Yeah, I do. I need to know what them lips really feel like.
Chat.
Okay.
They kissing, y'all. Tongue and all.
This is his man's baby mama that he has 2 children with and was with for like, I'm sure over 5 years at that point. Like they was together a minute.
Like, ew. At that point, I don't know about y'all, but I like the fact, like, I mean, I know that you probably had past relationships or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I
Everybody
like
got
the
a
fact
past.
that, like, you're a used car with low miles, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to be the chick that everybody could say that they could get or have.
Exactly.
Like, it's
Pride
something-
myself in it.
Yeah, so it's like for me, it's something that is important to be out of reach. You know, so she's not that.
Clearly.
She's not that. There was no boundaries. Okay, so now we know that they're doing a millennial tour. I said millennial.
Yeah,
Millennium tour, and he came on stage and had this
Giving
to
a
say.
bullshit ass apology. And I feel like real quick, y'all, before she played this clip, y'all know he did that because Omarion stopped a bag. Stop playing with him.
bag.
But okay. Go ahead.
It's the bag. It's the bag. Okay,
Roll it.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Take this moment.
Monique.
I think it would be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, man.
What y'all screaming for?
I did some up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit.
Slytherin house.
And I'm not proud of it, man.
Scary Slytherin house.
So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro. So,
And they hugged him. Marion gave him a church hug.
I just heard him for the first time when I first seen it. I didn't hear him say it's all good. He said it all nonchalant. It's all good. But we already know.
We already know he really
Omarion
didn't
the
give a
whole
fuck.
mood.
He ain't give a fuck. That shit was popping off. They was getting little publicity off of it. Omarion was somewhere in the tropics with a fucking parrot on his shoulder. Like, zen, okay? So do you believe that apology?
One, I don't believe that shit. I think he did that shit because I don't think Omarion didn't give a fuck. I just think he chose not to address that shit or look like a clown. He said, y'all look like a clown yourselves. Y'all can have that.
Right.
And watch how I stop them checks, though.
Right.
Because you played with the wrong one.
Because at the end of the day, let's Omarion was always my favorite B2K member, but let's keep it a buck.
I
Like,
like J Bug.
You like J Bug?
I used to love her. Now it's Omarion, but
Yeah.
like Bug used to be my little boo.
Let's just keep it a buck though. Like Omarion went off to have his own solo career.
That flopped.
It didn't flop. Girl, you crazy. Doom, doom, doom. Touch.
I'm talking about Lil Fizz because he got a solo career.
Oh, did
too.
he?
Oh, Omarion shit was lit. What you mean? I got an ice box with my...
No, I'm talking about Lil Fizz had his own shit.
Yeah, that's how you know it flopped. Yes, he had a whole. He had like. Yeah, he had like 2 solo albums that I know of.
He had 2 solo
Yes,
albums? Girl. You're going to have to show me that because I don't know where I was. Apparently, me and everybody else was not where those albums dropped in the trash.
I wanted.
What was he rapping?
Yeah, because you know he the rapper of the group. Everybody else sing.
Oh, man.
Fizzo got flow. The Fizzo got flow. You ain't never heard that song?
Girl, no. Never. Never. I've never heard it. But I felt like the apology was also some bullshit because you went public with fucking my baby mama, being with baby mama, you know, you got to be around my kids, whatever, you know. They probably looked at you as an uncle or my brother. You said my brother. You said I did some fucked up shit to my brother. So that means that my kids were like your nephews. And so think about how confused you made them. And it's never okay. I don't give a fuck. Love is love, but you shouldn't put your love there.
No.
You shouldn't put your
It's
love
too
there.
many fish in the sea. Like that shit is super wet. And I hate that that's like a thing now with these TV shows or these movies or this fairy tale make-believe ass shit. You should not be dating behind your mans.
No.
Whether
Or
it's,
your girl.
I was about to say whether it's male or female. That could still be your man's and them, your homegirl.
I don't want nothing that you have.
Absolutely not.
No leftovers.
Who does that? I don't even
Lil
have...
Fizz.
Right. I don't even have no sort of attraction for you if you dated somebody.
I'm not even looking at you. Don't even bring your boys around. Like, there's been instances where I like had on like my little boy shorts and my little cami, and then like I walk out in the living room, and you know my husband's brother is there, and I go right back in the room and I text him like, motherfucker,
You could have told me.
you ain't tell me we had company. Like,
I got the little shorts with my booty cheeks out.
Yeah, like, no, that's not cool. Like, don't look my way. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to pass you a plate, really. You can go in there and make your own shit.
You can go in there and fix your own
You can
shit.
eat, but I ain't serving you, nigga. You better go in there and make your own shit. You know what I'm saying? But I've never had have you ever had an incident where one of your exes, boys try to holler at you or something like that?
Ma'am, indeed. I still have those incidents. Like, they don't leave me the fuck alone. I don't know what's wrong.
It's like, do y'all have a guy code or no? Like, if you messed around with a girl for like a year or 2 and then y'all break up, like, your homeboy should not be in her inbox. Like, is there a guy code for that at all, June?
Niggas don't stick to the guy code no more.
So there is one though.
There is one, but all the rules are out the window.
That sucks.
Ross?
Like, you know, back in the day, you could tell you could talk to your boy and keep it. Nah, ain't none of that.
It ain't even like with the certain exes, because I don't like, if you dated somebody in high school, I don't give a fuck about that. But if it's my baby mama, my ex, my this, my that, like somebody
now.
It depends on who it is, and then it depends on how you trying to talk to her. So guys, like, if I'm just trying to do, you know, we just hooking up low key, then that's what we doing. But if you was my man's, like, one of my close friends, or if you just a nigga I know, girl, then it's like, I just know this nigga. But if you with a nigga I'm with every day, then it's different. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what we thought was sacred back in the day? Now it's an accolade. It's a bragging point. Like, okay, I got his girl or his baby mama.
Yeah, they be thinking that shit
when
funny.
it was off limits back in the day, like, no,
they looked at you like some snake, like that. That's crazy.
Not everybody looked at you as a whole, as a community, like a snake,
as
like
a collective.
deal. What?
But if you notice in entertainment, these guys mess with the same circle of women like they live in Ipsy. Like it's
Like the Lori Harvey.
yeah, like they've messed
Lori
with the
Harvey,
same
Kim
women.
Kardashian, all of them motherfuckers. Sorry.
Stay in Calabasas right around each other though.
It's like I said, it's like they live in Ipsy or something. It's like
Yeah. Oh, my bad, y'all. I got a song for everything.
I had the background. I had the background for you. What were you saying, June? I was like,
it's like they live in Ipsy or something. You know, like everybody mess with somebody that they know or somebody used. But they do that in entertainment all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Especially if, like he said, if you not somebody I hang with every day, then it's up in the air. But that shit is still.
it is up in the air. Like if we barely talk,
Yeah, if we
But
ain't
if I know you, you know, and
You've
your
been to my
friend-
house,
Your friend
we've
is my friend. Not even if you've been to
Ooh,
my house.
Juno.
Let me tell you where I cut it off.
Okay.
If I know you and we have mutual friends to where we've been to summer jams together or visions together or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing you got, sis, because it's kind of too close to home. Now, if I don't know you, I don't fuck with you, you ain't got the same mutual friends, then it's fair game, my baby. Like, it is what it is. But my friends, nigga, you can't even call me for advice. You can't know. You're off limits, sir.
Yes.
If it's somebody you sexually attracted to, like you won't still have a sexual relationship between like closed doors with somebody.
See,
No, I have a
nah.
sexual attraction to
People
Will
I
Smith.
fuck with.
And if he was in a room and pursued me, I would. Y'all gonna think I'm lying, but I say nah. Like you're nice to look at. Some people are nice to look at, but with sex, let's just be real. Sex comes with a whole lot of other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because dude could be cool to be a sneaky link, but then be crazy than the motherfucker when you decide like, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
Oh, girl could be outside your job. She could shit. Oh yeah, honey, I'm hanging out with this new girl. I want you to be my new friend. Boom, it's the bitch. Hold up.
You be like, oh shit, wait a minute.
It's old boy that you don't really talk to that much. You know what I'm saying? He cool, but you don't really fuck with him that much. It's his girl. Now she done found a way to weasel up in your life because motherfuckers is crazy. They see
really
what you're
are.
giving that other person, and they want that and some.
But with me, see, I can't. And like she just said, y'all might not believe me either, but sex don't move me. I don't have sexual attraction to people I don't even fucking know. Like, that's just me. Wait, it's a word for that. Like, I have to. That's why I'm like.
It's called demisexual.
That's why I like men and women. Like, I have to know you to be sexually attracted to. I'm not giving my body just to anybody. Like, it ain't nobody on the face of this earth that can say they fucked me and we didn't have something going on that was real. Whether I fucked with you heavy as fuck as a homeboy or a homegirl.
I'm sorry.
Hate her. I hate her. Oh, Lord.
My bad. I'm looking up demisexual, y'all.
Yes, I really think that is the word. I need like a, it's hot as fuck with these
It's so
lights,
hot,
y'all.
y'all.
I swear.
It's so hot.
And
so hot.
it's hot, and I got low iron or anemia.
I'm anemic too, y'all. So we cooking. But demisexual is what me and Ari go by, and it's people. Demisexual people only feel sexually attracted to someone when they have an emotional bond with the person. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? You have to touch me in ways that involve not touching me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, there ain't too many people running around here talking about some they don't fuck me. And if you did that, did you have motherfuckers that used to lie on you in school and something like, God, fuck. I used to have that shit so crazy. That is so weird.
I had one person do that, and I was like,
I had a person lie and say they had sex with me, and I was a whole virgin.
Two people.
Like,
I've had that.
Yo, I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 17, and my boyfriend, I made him wait like almost 2 years.
That's good.
I do not play that shit.
You. Hold on. Clap for the boyfriend. You a real stand-up guy for that. Period.
He wasn't.
He waited though. He waited to show you that he was a fuckboy, right?
No, he didn't wait to show me he was a fuckboy because I wasn't ready. He was popping everything with 2 legs.
Oh.
I just wasn't finna let nobody hand me.
Oh, he waited on you, but he didn't wait
And
for
then
nobody.
and then when I moved out, it's so crazy because the next dick I hopped on that bitch in like 5 seconds. That shit was crazy. I was like, oh yeah,
Y'all,
ready to move on.
When I lost my virginity, I was mad. I was mad when I lost my virginity because my girls was like, oh, girl, it's this, that, get your titties stuck. You gonna get bigger titties. And I'm like, for real? Okay. So, you know, you when you're in high school, you have this, like, white picket fence thing in your head.
I think it's going to be a magical.
You think you guys are going to be high school sweethearts and you guys are going to graduate and go off to college together.
And then on your night of prom, you're going to lose your virginity. And
I never fucked on prom or homecoming.
Me either.
Never.
Me either.
Never. So at the night of prom, I was like, okay, you're going to treat me like a princess and drop me back off.
And drop me back off. I'm like, hey, peace.
You know, and then once we go to college and we're going to graduate from college and we're going to have this nice house because we got good jobs from college, right?
With the white picket fence.
With the white picket fence.
1.5 kids.
Girl, I was going to have Evan and Neve, which is Evan backwards. I had it all planned out, right, y'all?
That's kind of cute, though, especially if that was twins.
You could take it because I think I'm done.
Oh, I've been done.
I'm be done with
my daughter, lucky, she squeezed on in there because your girl it's a big ass gap between 11 and 3.
Yeah, it's a huge gap. Well, shoot, 15 and 6. But
yes, ma'am. We was crazy as hell.
I blame Disney. I would
because you want to build a snowman.
Disney. No, I wanted to build things, but it wasn't a snowman. I just thought that, you know, the first person that I lost my virginity to, I would still be with now. Mm-hmm. And it's Disney's fault because, you know, it's Disney and it's society's fault. I don't care. I've said it before. Like, you go down a little girl aisle, we got babies and vacuum cleaners and kitchenette sets and shit and all types of things.
And have you ever seen that meme that be like, men are trained to be with women, but what are women trained to? Like, we not trained to be wives. Like, bro, our toys
what did the meme say?
The meme literally was like,
we're not trained to be wives?
Yes, or like a good woman, but they raised up to be good men. And it's like that. Are you fucking kidding me? From the moment we born.
Fisher Price play bench.
You're
more equipped for life than me.
Like you said, our kid toys be kitchenettes and the fucking little baby aprons and little baby vacuums and shit. Like
with the little balls and the like that's just so annoying, bro.
My daughter got one right now and it's hidden in the laundry
grocery basket with plastic fruit. Like, bitch, be a mom. Be a wife.
Be a wife.
That's be a housekeeper.
Like, we just not start getting like the little doctor kits with Doc McStuffins and shit. We just not
Shout out to Doc McStuffins, y'all.
Like, damn. The only thing we was able to be is wives and cooks and goddamn princesses who get married to a prince. Like, no. That shit is
fuck Disney.
Miss me.
I'm gonna watch y'all movies still, but also fuck y'all. Period. Fight me.
Fight us.
Fight me. But yeah, so I think that I want to say that FIZZ did that for
clout,
for paper, for bread, and I feel like the apology is not sincere at all, and I feel like Omarion, you a goddamn fool. I would never let him around another motherfucker around me with a vagina and or breast. Like, you can't even look at the waiter without me thinking you about to revert on some snake shit.
Man.
Or waitress. You know what I'm saying?
I almost choked.
I'm sorry. Like, Omarion, you dumb as hell talking about it's all good.
Now, you know he got to keep that unbothered ass persona. So, yeah, I accept the apology. That shit didn't even look like he truly accepted it. He just was like, got my own you.
No. Like, okay, I understand.
Or maybe
Omarion
he genuinely do forgive him. Especially because he apologized. Because sometimes that do work. Let's talk about that. Because I'm a person who feel like your apology needs to be as loud as the disrespect was. So I kind of do give him some sort of accolades for using a public platform because he disrespected him on a public platform.
He was like, I don't care. He was on Love and Hip Hop smiling and cheesing and rubbing on feet and shit.
So kudos to you for that. But that's just one of the very few things that I probably could not get over.
I couldn't. Like, nigga, you gonna have to dance 2 people away from me.
Yeah.
And
fuck your apology. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to my kids that I gotta explain this to.
Right. It takes literally 2 seconds to disrespect somebody to where it's gonna take them a lifetime to heal from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like
it's a start though.
It's a start.
Not one that I'll accept, but some people, you know.
Also, don't have me in practice fucking it up, and I look over to my right side. I just looked the wrong way, y'all. To my right side, and you standing by me. No, nigga, you need to get on the left. Because you ain't right. You need to get on the left.
Exactly.
You ain't right.
And am I only receiving an apology because y'all broke up? So if y'all was still working out, you would still feel the way you do?
Right. That's
because they broke up. And they've been broke up for like over a year now. So it took you, and then it took you more than a year to apologize. I don't know how.
After y'all didn't work out.
After y'all didn't work out. So you waited to see, like, maybe we gonna get back together. Nah, man, let me go apologize to this man because now I don't got the girl and now my bag's stopping.
And then if mentioning that, are you doing that because you think it'll piss her off?
Right. You still got feelings because the energy was
bitter?
just there.
Are you bitter and say, okay, I'm about to piss her off. You know, she did me wrong, so I'm going to apologize to him and make her look bad.
Right.
It might be that kind of motivation. I don't want that.
Also, and it be also, though, let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm him, all right? So this is my thinking in my head. I'm him. I am him, and me.
It's him.
Him and me.
Him is
if I apologize in front of thousands of people, being that he's a humble person and that he is spiritual and he is so unbothered, he can't not accept my apology in front of thousands of people.
Exactly. He gonna look like
he gonna like bitter. The asshole, like Marion.
Even though he can't really look like the asshole in that situation,
no,
but to Omarion,
somebody always got something to say, especially when they ain't carried your pain with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, was that the plot? Was that the plan to like do it in front of thousands of people so that you had to be like, oh,
premeditated as hell.
It's all good. Get backstage like, man, fuck you.
I really hope that's what was said, and I hope Omarion got backstage and was like, you know, I don't give a fuck about that apology, right?
Right.
I really hope.
I hope you did that.
Yeah.
I hope you did that.
I really feel like that is what it is, though. Like, he not gonna openly outright say that, but he ain't never gonna trust that man again.
Nah. The trust is gone. The trust is dead.
We ain't gonna never fuck with him the way he did. Because they came on Love and Hip Hop as boys as fuck. Like, everybody else stopped fucking with each other but them two. Mm-hmm. So them they was like, and then they was friends before the group and shit. So they got heavy ass history for you to fuck this man's baby mama.
It could have been Raz B. Speaking of him. Speaking of Raz B.
He be tripping.
What's going on with him?
He's a weirdo.
He's a little weird.
He always been the weirdo though.
He's a little weird. He could talk so much shit and be right on the tour.
Mm-hmm. He done been mad that he ain't the star of the group. That's what that is. He been a bitter ass nigga.
It probably was some girls out there that liked Raz B.
It was, but he was never Omarion. And that it is like, I don't know. Sometimes I be like, I get where they be coming from because they did kind of push him to the front. Like they be like Omarion and the rest of them. Like they was all supposed to be.
Well,
equal.
he was a good. Listen, when you get into a boy band and you're established as the lead singer, that's what happens. Look at Justin Timberlake.
That's what I'm saying. Originally, stuff don't start as you the lead singer.
I think the only group that did not have a lead singer was composed of lead singers. June. Oh no, what was it?
Boys to Men?
Nope, it wasn't Boys to Men. I want to say, did it have Tyrese, Tank? It was three older guys, 3 older singers.
Oh, Tyrese.
Oh, when they came together to do that little tour,
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
I'm the lead
It was like TGT.
It was a bunch of letters, something like that.
And wasn't it one with like Keith Sweat and no? I'm thinking about the verses.
No, you talking about?
I feel like that's accurate too.
Gerald Levert.
Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat, and Johnny Gill.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like that's accurate.
I think those were the only two groups that had like all star quality. Everybody had star quality, so everybody.
Of course, somebody gonna have a star quality in the group. But when I said that was it don't initially start out that way. Like when they get signed as a group, and then they kind of push somebody to the front, which causes chaos.
Yeah, but if you listen, let's not go out here and build
People
like
be jealous.
build our capitalism or whatever the fuck off of who another motherfucker thinks should be pushed to the front, because we've got here together without anybody pointing and telling us who should be in the front. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to dictate y'all roles. If y'all a group or whatever, like, nah, Patricia's going this week. This is Patricia's week. You know, we're alternating it. Next week is Tanya, all right? But yeah, so, I don't know. I've had a guy's friend try to talk to me, but I never really pursued it because it was just like,
oh no, we not pursuing it. The fuck out of here.
Like, what? Ew. Like, wait a minute. Okay, so you've been looking at me the whole time. That's one. Mm-hmm. Two, like, okay, we're not together anymore.
So you waited.
Now you got all the shit to tell me about this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Oh, he was doing you wrong. I hated to see that, and blah blah blah, and this and that.
I feel like
I'm like, okay, thank you.
Right.
Also, nigga, you a snake.
A snake ass, and that correlate with what Hank was saying. It depends on your reason. Like, don't pursue nobody trying to down another man. Yeah. Like, you coming at my ex saying, what we like, you know he was cheating on you. You know he was doing it like that.
Well, no, I didn't, but now I do.
Dang. Like, corny than a bitch.
It's
cornball hamburger.
Like that.
It is. It's
anything to get to.
I done had my ex's
or the BB pop.
Family, right? I done had my ex's family come at me. Like,
oh yeah, I ain't never had no family members.
I'll be like, whoa, and then I don't even like, I get a lot of times like I don't seem approachable, not in that aspect. That's why a lot of people don't talk to me. So it'd be like baffling the fuck out of me that your cousin done slid up in my inbox and they be.
I'd be like, who sent you? I would never trust no situation like, who sent you?
Trust. I don't give a fuck about it to trust it. Like, I'm not, what? That shit gets screenshot and sent or shown. Like, we don't do cornball behavior.
Oh, I ain't screenshot nothing. Your new bitch better watch out because he's running behind you.
Well, I guess it depends. I ain't.
Fuck you. You an ex for a reason. Yeah. Fuck you. You have to
I'm my ex, like my current. Yeah, I would. Oh, I'm sending you screenshots.
Oh, yeah,
it done been that too. Like, the dude I'm with now, like, his man's and them be all in my inbox. Mm-hmm. And DMB up under his status is like, what's up, bro? What's up? That shit is cornball shit.
Right. So do you want to talk about this?
Go ahead. I'm a try.
We should have saved the like Omarion and stuff shit for last, because now I'm over here like, I gotta bring heavy news.
Right.
I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I pulled the article out. There was a young man by the name of Barry Washington Jr. He was shot outside a nightclub in Bend. I think that's in Bend. Where's Bend? On September 19th, the police arrested Ian McKenzie Cranston at his home in Redmond on Thursday evening. Soon after I don't know how to say this, the Deschutes County grand jury returned an indictment on 6 charges of second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, first-degree assault, and 2 counts of unlawful use of a deadly weapon. Washington was a black man and was unarmed at the time of his death. Cranston, the accused shooter, is white. The shooting sparked outrage among racial justice advocates in Bend and the city, where more than 90% of the residents are white, and gun violence in the downtown area is very rare. So that county, they had evidence that suggests that the men did not know each other until that night of the shooting, when Washington approached Cranston's girlfriend, whose name is Allison Butler, at a press conference following Cranston's arrest. I don't know. They just said that the case is starky when it comes to racial, for it being racial
motivated. Yeah. Of course.
But yeah, so
we make
basically
everything about race.
Basically,
when it is.
There's a video that was released. I have not seen the video yet, y'all, so I'm not gonna discuss the video or anything of that. But I was kind of scared for the guy if he didn't go to jail, because sometimes we always like to say that things are racially motivated. Mm-hmm. And I don't like to play victim. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of us black people, we harp on to playing victim sometimes when it comes to racial stuff. A lot of shit is racial, but a lot of shit ain't.
Everything. I was about to say, a lot of shit is racial, but everything isn't.
Butler, or Cranston's girlfriend, released her own cell phone video of the fight to a local media outlet this week, reportedly with the blessings of the defense attorney. The shaky footage shows just a few seconds of shoving between Washington and another person before the fatal gunshots cracks, and he falls back. The recording goes on for nearly a minute after Washington is on the ground. Butler appears to walk away and talk to bystanders. Cranston rendered aid and applied pressure to the wound, according to Hummel, which is his defense attorney. So after you shoot this man, you are now trying to save this man. I don't know. It's weird. They say down in Oregon that there's still a lot of racist things going on, to the point where you can't talk to a white woman as a black man. Like, it's still looked down upon. Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't been there. Maybe y'all can tap in with some thoughts or whatever. I just wanted to touch base on it, just to see, like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like it was like a racial thing? Or, because I feel like if it was a racial thing, I need to
gather up my my tolerance, I guess I would say, to watch the video. Mm-hmm. Because if it is racially motivated, I tend to get really upset. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to watch that type of stuff, especially with our young black men. Fucking with these police, y'all, they becoming an endangered species.
Yeah, and he was 20.
So
and not armed, you guys.
Unarmed.
So imagine your son going out. He wasn't even from there. I think he was going to school there. They said that the young man was like a nerd. He like played video games and fucked with Pokemon and things like that.
Yeah, so he didn't look like one of them, like he be in the streets or nothing like that. He looked like he kind of remind me of my brother. But my thing is,
imagine sending your son to a bar and knowing that he's like a big dork. He's a big dork, and then all of a sudden he's dead because of an altercation.
Yeah, imagine being the mother or the father receiving that phone call, and your son was just out on the town, probably with his friend. I don't know if he was with his friends or if he was by himself.
He was with his friends.
Yeah, so he just living life, and you get a phone call that you would never see your son again, and it's just like, that scares me more than anything else. Being a person with two sons, it's so real, and it's like they cannot be doing anything. They can be walking through a neighborhood. Like, did you it's a video that recently surfaced about a guy who was waiting on his friend to come outside so they can go to the pool in their complex. And this lady just started tripping, like, are you trying to rob a house? Like, it's just like, Jesus, they can just be sitting there minding their business. Not even, like, I didn't even say nothing to you, and now I'm robbing a house? That's insane.
Like, how do we equip our kids when
still trying to figure it out?
They can be harmed or killed for no reason. Like,
how do you get them to understand that logic?
This to my sons. I've made them sit and watch the movie When They See Us, American Skin. That's a good one. Have you seen that one?
No.
American Skin is good. You should watch that. I make them watch all types of movies pertaining to them, their skin color. I've even let them watch the Lovely Bones. Have you heard that? Because they didn't understand how, when I say stranger danger, that's what the hell I mean. And just because that person lives next door to us does not mean that they don't have an ill intention toward you. You know what I'm saying? I might say, hey, neighbor, every day, but that doesn't mean that you can go in their house and whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go to the audience because I know that you guys are fathers of sons, and I know that you guys are black men. Like, is there anything that you tell your kids on how to move, like how to stay out of the, I mean, shoot, anything.
Out of danger,
anything that y'all tell y'all kids?
No.
I think they sleep.
Right. We getting into the heavy stuff now. They over there concentrating.
Right.
But
so as black men, knowing that you are an endangered species and raising black men, is there any advice that you give to your sons about walking down the street or just being in your skin?
How to interact with police, how to, all of those things.
I talk to my boys, and they're here. I talk to them every day about stuff like that.
When did you start? What age did you start?
Ooh, I remember having this conversation with my youngest at around 8. He's 15 now. But they still don't understand it.
Yeah, it's a lot to grasp. Yeah.
As an adult, I don't understand it.
Right. Like, we don't. We just trying to keep you safe.
I just tell them just to be careful of their surroundings and make sure that they're doing the right thing at all times. And, they both got cell phones. They can, call anybody if they have any issues. So, and I just pray every day. That's all I can do. I can warn them. I can tell them kids either gonna take heed or they're not.
Right.
But at the same time, it's scary.
It is.
And I'm about to say, and at this point, it ain't even taking heed because, like I was just saying about the video that I just seen, it was a little boy doing absolutely nothing, sitting on his friend's porch waiting for him to come outside. So sometimes these troubled things find our young black men, and it's so unfortunate. Yeah. We definitely should have did this subject first because it got real heavy, and then we gonna head out. That's
we gonna
crazy.
put out this episode first before the first episode we recorded. But I haven't talked to my son about it yet because he just turned 10 and he's very small. So it's bigger black males tend to have more problems because they're afraid of them because they're so big. By him being so small, he don't really have to worry about it because he still look like a child. Like he look like he probably 7 or 8 because he's small like me. So he don't have to worry about it. But I always tell him, since he have white friends, and when he be with them, you can't do the same things that they do. Like,
you ever seen that?
Yeah.
You ever seen that video with the black girl with the white homegirls? It was like 7, 8 of them, and they attacked and killed her.
No. Yeah. But and I don't let him go, around the corner with them or down the street. Like, y'all play in front of the house where I can see y'all, cause we out here by ourselves. We not in the hood with our family and stuff. So it's more dangerous out here for me. We move out here to keep our kids safe, but in the same time, it's almost like it's more dangerous out here. Because this where they snatching kids from, and you don't hear about too much of that in the city. You hear more of it on the outskirts. So, I talked to him about it, but as far as he can understand, it's just like, stay safe and listen and stay out the way. You know right from wrong, and as long as you doing right, you don't have nothing to worry about.
Right. Another thing that I had to tell my sons as well is that you could be guilty by association.
Yes.
For sure.
So we definitely have to pick the people. We have to pick our circle very wisely, because if 2 of the kids in the group is caught doing it and you're there, you're just as guilty as the kids who were actually doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We actually had an incident. We had moved into this house, and there was a white lady that lived on the end of the corner or whatever, and there was a whole group of neighborhood kids, and she came to my door like, oh, yeah, your boys were smoking rolled up paper. So I'm about to go off. They were rolling grass and paper and smoking it. I sat there and I watched them. My kids, I have one son who is heavy into Christianity. His grandparents are pastors, you know what I'm saying? And he thinks telling a lie is the most worst thing you could do in history. Like, he's outed so many people. Okay? He's outed. So y'all know I can't lie. But y'all know I can't lie. Y'all shouldn't even took me with y'all, you know? Mm-hmm. So he gets to crying. He's like, Mom, I swear. He was like, we weren't doing it. We were just there. And I was like, okay. But you see how you were just there, and that white lady saw a group of y'all, and y'all all were guilty? Mm-hmm. So, like, we really need to teach our kids to pick their circles wise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can't have them running just because, you know, Johnny gangbang, but he don't do it around me, but we still hang out. Okay, well, we don't know how many motherfuckers don't like Johnny.
Exactly. You know, and when you hanging out with Johnny, he not on his gang shit can come find Johnny.
Exactly. And it could come right to your doorstep. So I just feel like with our black men, it does take a community. It takes a community. It takes a village to raise our kids.
To raise and protect at this point.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm protective of our kids that I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I could be driving down the street and see a little boy cold and it's raining and I want to pick him up.
There was a little girl walking down the street at my house and it was raining and windy real bad, and she was so mad. The wind was so gusty that it fucked up her umbrella and like turned it inside out, and she was so mad and crying. And I was about to go out because I know where she lives. She stayed like around my bin. So I was about to go out there and like, come on, I'm gonna take you home. But the lady next door got on and did the same thing. I'm like, see, yeah,
you know. But this little boy, I ain't even know. So I was like, I'm stranger danger at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
the little girl was on my block. Yeah, she live on my block though. Yeah. But you know my block do that weird whoopty thing. So she stay at the end of the bin. I don't know why she started on my block.
Given that we don't know all of the facts about the case, I am happy that this man was indicted and charged.
Yeah.
For, you know, because those parents, they're not going to be able to get their son back. That family can't get their son back. I don't know why you got a loaded gun in a bar.
I'm about to say, you can't just take someone's life and then continue to have yours.
Right.
Especially over somebody complimenting a female. Like, I don't care if he got that girl number. He didn't deserve to lose his life over it.
Words are just words. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of the time that's why, you know, I was out in Detroit by myself, going out and stuff like that, because
which I be trying to
Detroit is rough. So like, Detroit niggas will say something to your girl with you right there. Like, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from there, so I know.
So they don't care. So, you know, I used to have to go with the girl solo. Like, hell no, I'm be done fought a nigga, shot a nigga, something. Like, no, I can't do it. So I am glad that justice was served. Do I think that it could be racial? Oh.
Hand clap for the justice being served.
Do I think that it could have been racially motivated?
Maybe.
I think it could have been a little bit. I feel like he could have possibly been intimidated.
I was about to say, he thought he was going to get beat up or something, so he decided to shoot
But the article says that there was some shoving.
Yeah, there was tussling and
but not from him.
Oh, that's not right. In the article I read, it didn't say nothing about nobody else.
It said that in the video that the girl recorded that there was some pushing between Washington and someone else. So maybe they were pushing him. I don't know. Y'all need to make these articles a little bit more clear, because we don't know who pushed who. We don't know who pushed who, but it's a push. You're going to discharge a firearm outside of a bar because you got pushed?
Yeah, but that goes back. Because these, it's sad to say, but you see,
bro.
You see it all the time. Like, even with the old time movies and shit. Like I just said, Emmett Till, it's something about a black man saying something to a white, or interacting, or they think they gonna get that girl stole, or like it's so much intimidating. Like they be so salty.
I don't know why. I mean, shoot, a dude that look like he worked on Baywatch.
I don't know, but it's
could take your female too.
It's vice versa because I'm biracial, y'all. So it's a lot of people who felt the way because
Still a nigga.
My dad, he's mixed with a lot of things, Italian, Irish, all of these things. But he's also, his outside is blonde hair, blue eyes. And my mom is dark as a fuck. So it used to be a lot of black men who would feel away because, and then my mama, she looked like a dark skinned me, so she's beautiful. I don't like the lady like that, but she's gorgeous.
Okay.
So and then that was even like you don't even got no ugly black one, you got one of the fine ones. So they used to have problems going out too. So it's But black people can't be racist though. Systematic. You can only be prejudiced. So it's still like, okay, I'm mad, but I can't stop shit. Like I ain't about to deny your employment and shit like y'all be doing. Like y'all be salty in a bitch. Right.
Black people, please know that you cannot be racist, but you can be prejudiced as hell.
It's a big difference.
It's a big
especially
difference.
if you say things like, if that bitch can't use my comb, don't bring that bitch home to your kids, you know?
Oh, Lord.
I've heard that before.
I have, too. That's why I said, oh, Lord.
But, yeah, we just got to wake up as a community. We're slowly waking up, you know what I'm saying? Look at each other as allies. Because we don't look at each other as allies. We look at each other as competition.
Yeah.
And that within itself is sad because I be looking at all.
I just want everybody to win.
Like, oh, let's hug. Let's have a bonfire. Let's do this. And they be looking at me like, bitch, bad. Who is you?
I be like, oh, girl, I just wish we can bake a cake with the rainbows and smiles. I'm going to quote Mean Girls a lot, y'all. That's one of my favorite fucking movies.
It's one of my favorite movies. My bachelorette party was Mean Girls theme. All of my bridesmaids made a burn book with their pictures in it. And then gave it to me, like, fill this shit out. I'm like, no, y'all was supposed to do this.
Y'all, I was about to say, y'all was supposed to bring it to me.
No. Like, yeah, well, thank you guys for tuning in with us.
We appreciate it so much.
Please stay woke because the media picks and chooses what we see, y'all. Please know that. If you didn't know about Barry Washington, please go look it up. If y'all see the video,
just like how everybody knew about the white girl, I think like Gabby Petito, but said nothing about the other two young men who were missing for the same amount. Like I seen this girl everywhere. That's why I know her name and not the two boys.
That's what's up.
That's definitely George Floyd statue. But yes, y'all, it's time for us to wrap up.
There was a George Floyd statue made in Union Square, and it was defaced. They threw paint on it. I thought it was a part of the art. Mind y'all, I'm supposed to wear glasses and/or contacts.
Same. We be picking between vision and being cute, though.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Breonna Taylor and George Floyd.
They defaced the one with Breonna Taylor too?
And it was just something somewhere where they defaced like a Black Lives Matter mirror. It just said like Black Lives Matter, and they painted the letters white.
And that just goes to show like how low you are. Like, come on now, you don't got nothing better to do. You really go to Home Depot to buy paint to deface some shit. Like, come on.
Or how they used to, y'all know the Black Jesus statue. That's what is it on? It's like Linwood and. Is it Linwood? It might be like Linwood. Anyways, it's
They did something to Jesus.
Yeah, it's a Black Jesus in front of the church, and they always paint the goddamn Black Jesus white. That's like, here in Michigan. I'm sick. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Ain't none of y'all from Detroit? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit. But
you don't know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna look it up.
As many white Jesuses as we have to see, I've never felt compelled to make any of y'all white Jesuses black.
That shit is sad.
Because I know what I know. I know what I know. June, you about to say something?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's time for us to wrap up, y'all.
All right, let's wrap it up. Do better. If you do better, you is better. I just pulled that.
I'm about to say, she just said some shit.
You had to say something.
I wanted to, you know how Sesame Street dudes brought to you by letter R. You gotta say something great, like Jerry Springer's word of the day. Everybody been fighting. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to the Honeybee Podcast. I'm your girl, Honey Foreign. You can follow me on Instagram at honey_foreign.
This is your girl, REB. You can follow me on Instagram at _REB, and that is Ari with 2 I's. And collectively, we are Honeybee Podcast. See you guys next time. Catch us on Hate Nation TV on YouTube, and we on Spotify.
Oh, and follow us on Instagram at Honeybee Podcast.
Yes. All right, y'all. We out.